So let's talk about Frogan. Lawyers have been commenting on this. They've noticed in our filings, which are all public, that we've been attempting to serve Frogan. Now, at first, we were all like, Frogan is actually handling this the best because she's kept her mouth shut.
Yeah, her co-hosts on her podcast were even like trying to coax her into talking about it. And at the time, I thought in a pretty intelligent move, she said, I can't really say anything. Which, yeah, I mean, when you're in a lawsuit, you should do that.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So it's like, wow, compared to the other two, you really seem to be handling yourself well. Except, now we've served Denham's and Casey Tron. They're using the same lawyer, and their lawyer wisely accepted service because when you accept service, you get more time to respond. It's the wise and responsible thing to do as an attorney. What's been happening with Frogan is that we've had a service provider. Now, these are the type of people you see in movies and stuff who will like hide in bushes, stake out your house, do all kinds of ridiculous things. One of these lawyers I listened to was saying like he got served at the hospital when his wife gave birth. They were waiting for him. He got served at the hospital. So these people, they will get you.
Yeah.
And they will get you. They don't care how. Their job is to give you these papers, and they will. Right.
Did I tell my story last time we talked about this? Of me getting served with the wrong lawsuit?
I don't think so.
I once had somebody ambush me at my apartment to serve, not me, but somebody who had lived in my unit prior.
Oh.
And it was like in the parking lot, and they like threw the papers at me and like tried running away. And I like chased them down, and I'm like, this is literally not me. And I think they hear this kind of stuff all the time, so they were just like,
yeah, they don't believe you.
Yeah, they weren't believing me. And I literally like was like, I'm telling you, bro. And I like pull out my ID, and I'm like, this is not my name. You have the wrong person. And really reluctant. They were pissed. Really reluctant.
He took it back?
He took it back.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, that's pretty rare.
Yeah. But I didn't want to get involved. I don't know if that would even be a possibility, but like I didn't want to accept anything related to a lawsuit. I was like, I don't want this.
So the thing is, I'm starting to suspect that Frogan doesn't have an attorney at all. Because if she did, they would have accepted service.
Right, because
she knows she's being
sued. It's to your
sued.
benefit to accept it.
She knows she's being sued. She's acknowledged it. She's literally acknowledged it online. I've talked about it. All of her friends have talked about it. Like, she knows she's being sued. So this matter of service is silly because we all know that she knows she's being sued. Now, what would dodging service actually accomplish for you? It could buy you like an extra week. It doesn't do anything for you except make you look pathetic and put you in a tighter position when you are served. There's also escalating different methods of serving, which get more and more potentially embarrassing for her. I don't know what she's doing, what her intention is. But at this point, she went from thinking that she was handling this the best to now almost certainly thinking that she's handling this by far the worst. And it gets even more dicey when you consider the fact that she's raised $40,000 for her legal defense, and she seemingly does not even have an attorney. If she had an attorney, they would absolutely have accepted the service. It would be utterly insane for them to play this game.
She's raised $35,071.
What's that money for?
$35,071.
Like, what's that money for? You know?
Yeah, that's you're doing it wrong on both sides here.
So she quickly went from being the best one to potentially, actually not potentially, if what I'm seeing, by far the dumbest one to handle this. And the thing is, if she doesn't respond by August 4th, then we can move for default judgment, which means she loses outright. That
is a week from today.
It's a default. It means she's had this much time and she hasn't responded. She hasn't had an attorney reach out. She hasn't accepted service official, or well, no, she has accepted service. She has accepted service, but she hasn't responded to it, right?
I see.
And so if she doesn't respond in a week by August 4th, default just means the judge just decides like, okay, you lost. You did a copyright infringement. So here's the penalty. You have to pay Ethan a bunch of money or something. It's bananas.
What's the strategy here?
I don't know. It's really, really, really sad and pathetic. So here, I'm going to read a couple of bullet points here. So she has been served. The way that it was described, this is all public filing. I've seen other legal channels talk about this, but somebody came out of the apartment where she's believed to live at, who is not, or they didn't say, it appeared to be someone in their 40s who was either African American or they said potentially Arabic.
Okay.
Who was dark, was in the middle of the night. And they gave her the papers and said, are you Morgan or whatever? She says, no, I'm not. And she says, well, I need to give papers to somebody who lives there. And she says, I've lived here for yada, yada years, and that person's never lived here before. So upon further investigation and research, we're almost certain that that is her place and she does live there. Okay. And again, this is what these people do for a living. They know what the fuck they're doing, right?
Right.
But our position is that she was served, right? Here's what I'm going to say about it. So she's obviously been attempting to evade service. We tried serving her during normal hours. No one responds to the door. We tried surveillance around when she stopped streaming, which is early in the morning. People had noticed that one of the attempts was made in the middle of the night, and that the reason for that is because they've tried all the other times to stake it out, and she finishes streaming late at night. So they probably figured that, they could catch her out in the middle of the night. But with no luck. It was only when we conducted surveillance before and during her streaming hours that we succeeded. We confirmed it was her address through 2 completely independent background checks. So there it is. The person who claimed that Frogan did not live in the unit was lying and likely is Frogan's relative.
Gotcha.
So they're playing really dumb games here. I don't know anyone by that name. She don't live here, and it's like, you should just accept the papers, Froggy baby. And I love how they go, people are trying to characterize it like I'm stalking her. This is how it works. If you don't want to be stalked, if you don't want someone hiding in the bushes that's going to jump out at you and give you papers, you could just accept service.
Right.
Like you could just do that. I don't know if she just likes this victim game where she gets to be like, I'm being stalked and harassed by Ethan.
But did she say that? Or people?
It was other people.
Okay. Because, as far as I have seen, it seems like she's just zip about everything, which, again, probably is a good idea, but all the rest of this is
Well, do you think that Frogan's
good.
under the assumption that if she pretends it doesn't exist, that it doesn't exist?
I don't know. I don't know who she's getting advice from, but yeah.
I always assumed that she must have gone immediately to like a friend or family who's a lawyer, because she immediately was real quiet on it and seemed like she knew what she was doing and that someone had coached her. But again, it's turning out that she has no fucking clue. Frogan repeatedly referenced her, quote, legal team. But no one from her, quote, legal team has ever contacted us. This raises serious questions whether she even has an illegal team in the first place. She has until August 4th to respond, or we will seek default and default judgment. If Frogan does not contact us or respond by October 4th, this also raises very serious questions as to the purpose of her legal defense fund. If she's not using the legal defense fund to pay lawyers, then that might constitute, I don't I think Ja Rule has a word for that. Or maybe Ja Rule knows what it's not.
What is it not?
Yeah, what is it not?
I would call that
What?
fraud.
No. Well, we don't know
what is
that.
it not?
No,
That's not fraud.
It's not fraud.
That's not fraud.
Let's think of how to dig ourselves out of this fraud.
Frogan's like, it's not fraud. It's just false advertising.
Well, I
would
mean,
call
just
that,
like the denim
false
thing,
advertising.
she could theoretically just refund it if she decides to.
True, but
Maybe she's going to have to represent herself.
that'd be fucking great. Yeah, if she listen, obviously, if she returns it all, there'd be no issue.
Right.
But I don't know why she would do that because she is being sued.
You guys are right. Everything is a scam, but not this. Does
she think that she can give me that money and use it to give it to me in a settlement? That would be the ultimate irony for all these people that donated. If she just takes all of it and gives it directly to me.
Would you accept that?
Yeah. I mean, she owes me more
There
than
you go.
that, though. She owes me more than that.
Oh, okay.
I'm garnishing.
All right. Well, you might have to negotiate it out a little bit, but there you go, Frogan. There's your get out of jail free card.
Honestly,
all you have to do is just rip off your fans.
I had space in my heart to let her off with like creative settlement offers and stuff.
Sure.
But at this point, I think I'm not settling with any of these people. I'm coming for the maximum damages. She reached out and actually played was amicable and fair and not turning this into some silly, pointless, wild goose chase, just wasting time. Then I'd be a lot more amendable to alternative settlements.
See that, Frogan? There you go. I'll give you a little tip, Frogan.
Who fucking who?
If you just tell Ethan that he's funny.
She did say that recently.
I know, and I remember how you reacted.
Ethan
I'm just
is
saying.
really funny sometimes.
It didn't save her though. You think that I'll just drop it?
No, not just with that, but that's like.
You could butter me up.
Yeah, he could be buttered, is what I'm trying to say.
Just like
he
Trump.
could definitely be buttered up.
He's the greatest, the funniest podcaster alive.
I hope you get PTSD.
Yeah.
So Frogan, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're doing it, but you really should just figure your shit out because in 1 week it is going to get real ugly for you. Real ugly.
Damn.
I think if she uses that money specifically to settle with you, I think her career is done. I don't think there's any coming
What
back from
career?
that. Well, yeah, but still, that community is just part of. I think it's over for her.
No,
I mean that would technically be using it for.
Yeah,
for illegal
I don't think it'd be fraud to
fees.
pay that money to me because
No, but people thought she was going to use it for legal funds to go against you, not to give it to you.
Well, you're right, but that's the ultimate irony in all of this, which I said from the beginning. Like whenever people donate to these funds, I'm over the moon because that money I know is all going to come back to me. It is. It is all going to come back to me. So. Yeah, I think if she just straight up slided that money to me, then yeah. People want her to at least fight.
Ethan, wake up.
Which is kind of great because here's the folly in this whole thing. She opened these GoFundMes, took a bunch of money from all these people, but now she's beholden to them and she has to fight this for them. Otherwise, they're going to cancel her. They're going to be super fucking pissed. But here's the thing. Fighting this is going to cost way more. It's going to be an obviously losing position. The correct, cheapest, easiest way to handle this is to settle immediately. But they can't do that because they took money from these people. If any of them settle immediately, they'll look insanely bad. Right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess to an extent. I don't know. Like, I feel like that would be an understandable outcome.
It would be, but they took money. These people gave them money on the premise that this was some frivolous lawsuit.
You could refund it. Refund the money if you decide not to fight. That would be an option.
Yeah, I guess if you didn't, you could do that.
Yeah.
Let's think of how to dig ourselves out
So
of
like
this
there is a door out of that predicament still.
But it involves you not having that money.
Right.
So that's what's going on with my dear friend Frogan, and we have a lot of fun with her, don't we, folks? We love
I don't
Frogan.
think she's a dear friend of yours. I don't think.
And I'm going to say something bravely right here now. I don't believe veterans deserve PTSD.
Okay.
I hope
Yeah.
you get PTSD.
And I'm putting 10 toes down on that.
Who fucking who?
10.
You putting 10 tones down on that? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I have no
fair.
pity at all for any fucking soldiers.
So that's fun. That's exciting. She's got a week to respond. So all we got to do
Oh,
is
that's
wait.
crazy that it's happening that fast.
Yeah, I mean, from the minute that the first complaint is written, they need to they don't have forever to respond. You get a couple weeks, you know?